we're going to do next is we're going to polish this stainless steel trim up for the quarter window. I went to Harbor Freight and I got their buffing kit, their aluminum polishing kit, and I don't use their compound in the kit because it's made for aluminum polishing. What you're gonna need is a black polish, which is a rough cut, and I use the small Cecil wheel, which is stiffer than the others. Then the mid is a loose sewn wheel, which is basically polishing, and it's getting the scratches out with the green. And then the loose fibers is going to be used with the blue. These three do come in this kit. It comes with a bunch of other little buffers and stuff like that. So you can get that at Harbor Freight. It's item 98707. And I'll put that aside. We're just going to use a corded drill. You need a little more power than what a cordless drill can do. Plus, my drill has a lock function where I don't have to keep holding the trigger. So, to get the scratches out, first you're going to take steel wool and clean it off really, really well. And you're just going to basically take the steel wool and clean it all up really, really, really nice. And it's going to look better, and you're going to be like, well, that's almost alright. But you're going to see right here, it's hard to see, but there's scuff marks from years of use and little nicks here and there that you might be able to see. To get these nicks and scratches out of this, we're going to be using wet dry sandpaper, and I'm going to use 400 first, and then I'm going to use 600, and then 1000 grit, then 1500 grit, and then I'm going to end at 2000 grit. And we're going to sand all this down, get all the little scratches out of it, and then we're going to take it and buff it. I'll show you the whole process in a few minutes. I'm going to get this all set up, and I'll show you how all this works of polishing stainless steel. Only works on stainless steel. Don't try it on regular chrome. This is real stainless steel chrome, stainless steel metal, and I'll show you how that works. Now we're going to start with taking the imperfections and scratches out of here. You can see that there's a couple scratches here and a couple scratches here. There is a nick here and a couple little nicks here and there. Now there's no dents in here. There's a procedure to taking the dents out, and I'll be doing that on the window molding trim, but not in this series of the quarter windows. What I'm going to do is take steel wool, 4O, and you're just going to clean it off really nice And what you're doing, it's going to take off any road grime. It's dry. You're going to take off the road grime, any paint overspray, anything that's got on it over the years. And you're just going to polish it up and see how bad the scratches are. And you keep doing that until you see all the imperfections. Now I see right here, you take a Sharpie and mark out, like right there is 2 little dents. On this side I got a scuff. I don't have dents, I have little scratches. A scuff mark here. Most of this will buff out, but when you see scratches like here and here and here, and that's on the inside of the window. I got a scratch here. And a scratch here. And you keep going through and checking it out. And I have a little bit here. And a little bit right here. You're going to want to mark all those first. You can sand the whole thing, but when I have somewhat small scratches, if you have really deep scratches, go ahead and start with the 400. But I don't have deep scratches to qualify for a 400. So I'm going to start with the 600. And you're going to get a bowl of distilled water. Make sure it's distilled water. It doesn't have impurities in it. It's not going to leave a film. And you're going to wet the sandpaper. It is wet, dry sandpaper. And wherever you see your marks, go ahead and start sanding them out. Just clean it all off, inspect it, make sure you don't have a deep groove or anywhere in it. You're satisfied with the finish on it. And if you see any spots that still didn't come clean, or the scratches didn't come out to your satisfaction, redo the area where the scratch is. I'm satisfied with that. There's a little bit right here, but that's on the inside of the window. And there's a big molding right here when the window's up. And when the window's down, you don't see it. So the inside of the window, you don't really see too much when it's inside the car. But the outside, you see all the time. And that's perfect enough for me. And now this is cleaned off. I'm going to let it dry off because the next step is going to be buffing it, and this has to be completely dry. So go ahead and let it sit there for a couple hours, let it air dry, and we'll be on the next step of buffing. What we're going to do now is we're going to buff this. What I have is the small wheel on here, the Cecil wheel, going to be used with the black polishing compound. That's the rough cut. I have a drill mounted in my vise, hanging off to the side. You want to make sure the drill rotates down away from you. You don't want it going this way because it will fling stuff back at you. You want it to go down. Now when you put this in the vise, don't crank it down if you have a plastic housing. You're going to want to use gloves. I prefer the leather gloves. The last thing you want to do is get cut from your own stainless steel. And you want to wear a face shield because this can be a little bit dangerous if it flies up at you. We're going to go ahead and plug it in. Make sure the rotation's where you want it to go. That's the wrong way because it's going up. Go reverse, go down. I turned it around because I turned the drill facing the other way. I need clearance underneath it. Over here I was underneath the table was getting in my way. Plus this didn't like going in reverse. So I went ahead and turned it around to be a better clearance, and you need more room to go underneath it. So here we go. Wipe it down and look for any fogginess in the part. This is really, really nice right now. You're going to wipe it down. Use a microfiber towel. There you go. Sanded, buffed, and ready to go back on. What we're going to do now is we're going to clean the rubber gasket. It's going to be dingy and dirty over the years. You just want to get the surface clean. In a little bowl, just go ahead and put a little Dawn dish soap, a little bit of water, distilled water. Go ahead and mix that up, suds it up. And you're just gonna clean it off. Some people will tell you can put these in a sandblaster with a light medium, not a coarse medium, and sandblast these because it is just rubber and rubber cleans up perfect in there. But I was fortunate not to have any overspray or anything on it over the years. But if you do have a little bit overspray or it seems to have an imperfection or something on it, take the 40 is quadruple zero steel wool and just go ahead and clean it up. And we're going to go on to the next step, which is putting the glass back in. Go ahead and get your glass. Always keep a glass on a towel or something soft. And what we're going to do is basically get the shape of it. Okay, I got this stretched back over and it's on there nice and even. You want to make sure it's on there really nice. They can tend to split in the corners right here, and they can actually break in half. There's a fix to that using the original rubber, and I'll show you that when I put it back together.